15 years, maybe you're going to be warm with cell phones in there.
So, forget about 21st century living here. We're back to the 6th century. This is 6th century, this monastery. This is the last remaining entrance to a monastic settlement left in Ireland today. This entrance was actually built in the 11th century. And when you walked under this double-arched entrance, you probably never gave it a second glance. Look at it now. There's no mortar used in these arches. The whole thing was supported by the keystone in the centre. A tremendous weight of stone above bearing down on this, because this would have housed the gatekeeper's house. And the gatekeeper was very important in an Irish monastic settlement. Because the gatekeeper, he lived above here. You can actually see the wooden the stones sticking out here. They became monks because they had the life variety here. Food. They kept food on the hook here. Food. Booze. The monks were always making booze. They had their booze. They dedicated their lives, obviously, to religion. Copying out the Gospels, like the Book of Kells, which many of you probably visited yesterday. Pass through the entrance, you were provided with safety in here. So this is a 6th century cross, the sanctuary cross. This walkway is the cross. So only Irish monasteries had these towers. They were built as bell towers. As their name suggests, in the Irish language they're called Tichchop, which means a bell tower. So these were bell towers built to summon the monks to pray. 10th century tower. Hundreds of people were coming from all over the place to Glendalough. They were educated here. In its heyday, 5,000 people living here. Living and working here. We only see the stone buildings that have survived, but it probably was the best time to get. Right, yeah. This cross here. Stories. And they would have carved onto all facets of the cross stories from the Bible. But this is a peculiar example of a Celtic cross for the simple reason that it's never been pierced. Normally with a Celtic cross where you have the circle, it would be pierced where the right angles are. It's never been pierced through. And there's no sign of any kind of carving on it, so we don't know why this is such a simple cross. Worship the sun. So that's St. Kevin's cross. So that's 7th century, made of granite. Just turn around and look at the building. They would have laid out the priests there when they died. Okay? When the monks had moved out of Glendalough and moved up to Dublin after 1214, when there was a united people felt that this was the building that gave them the Jews.
Priest house from the 7th century.
Just look below us here, this wonderful little church here. It's a real favourite of mine, and there's nothing quite like it anywhere else in Ireland. This little church here is called St. Kevin's Kitchen, because it incorporates into it, on the roof there, you can see it has a round tower that looks a bit like a chimney because it has the windows at the top of the round tower. So if Kevin was in there cooking, the local kids would have thought that maybe the smoke would come out through the windows, and that's why they gave it the name St. Kevin's Kitchen. It certainly wasn't.
Pull the wood out, the stone itself leans in, and the stone itself holds it. So because I always forget where the heck we've been.
At the back, a very nice window. This window here behind us is going to provide you with a wonderful photograph. Okay, they only took over this site in the late 1800s. So they didn't. We're going to finish up now in just a few moments. Revenue, they were able to contact some of the relatives of the deceased, and they'd say, well, what about your Mary or Johnny? Coming in.